It is a glorious day to be back in the world of Monster Hunter Double Cross. Hello ladies and gentlemen and all the core gamers out there, CAJman777 here, welcoming you to episode 40 of Monster Hunter Double Cross, now with English translation! So you guys will actually be able to read it now. This is actually the English version of the game known as Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, but it will continue off our series, of course, of Monster Hunter Double Cross, and it will still maintain the same series name. And if you guys have been kept tuning into our streams lately, this is episode 40. If you guys have been tuning into episodes 37, 38, and 39, maybe even 36, we did some streams, we did some grinding, but I haven't touched any of the single players since our streams, so I am now technically a G rank hunter, and this is a G rank Astalos armor set, also known as Ryzax, but that's not important today. What's important today is that we continue the high rank version of the story of Monster Hunter Double Cross. So that leads us to this beautiful ship we are on here. This is the Soratorium, an absolutely fantastic building that we're going to be using. Well, it's not even a building, it's a flying airship that we're going to be using for all the rest of our quests. As for today's hunt, if you guys caught episode 36 or 37, we are going to be hunting today the Congalala, which is a monster that I think is obnoxious, and I don't know why they invented it. So, before I get into that though, of course, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our donators over there on Patreon. Apologies guys, my recording audio cut out there for a second. I'm not sure actually what happened. Awkward audio glitch in recording. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but as I was saying, before we get into this episode, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our donators over there on Patreon. Valentine Blaze, MickeyPhorGens, MaddiLeigh, Thomas, Color Craze, and Liotos for their continued support to the channel. Now, for this episode, I'm going to be using Lance, a weapon that I have never used in this series up until this point. We are using the Grimclaw Tigrex Lance, which is the Deviant Tigrex, which you guys haven't seen on streams yet, but I assure you, he's a pain in the butt. We don't want to hunt Grimclaw Tigrex. Also, now that I can actually read these, I can actually, you know, pick the skills I want, which, you know, is really nice, and I don't have to translate them. Benefits of playing in the English version. So with that, we're actually just going to let the cat do the cooking for us. Yes. Had to see that animation in English, of course. Can't just have the Japanese version. I know it's the same animation. It's different. It's different in English, and you cannot deny its powers. So, without further ado, we're going to talk right to the Soratorium gal and get our first quest. Ahoy there, Hunter! Welcome to the pride of the Y Academy, the world's first flying research center, the Soratorium. The Y Venturer told us that a famous hunter was going to escort us and keep us safe. Boy, oh boy, was I relieved to hear that. Oh, whoops, I need to introduce myself. I am somebody, pinch me. I can't believe I actually get to say this. The Soratorium gal. I'm totally new to this whole business, but I make up for it in fighting spirit, I think. I mean, I hope. Come on, gal, you got this. I got it all figured out. I'm gonna study. Yeah, I'm gonna gain experience. Woo! And someday I'm going to be as awesome and as cool as the Burna gal and the Y Academy gal. Just you watch. Oh, she's young. Oopsie, it's out there now, and I bet everyone below decks heard me say it too. No going back on it now. They actually helped me get this job. They're basically my mentors. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude towards them. Berna is super lucky to have them both in such close proximity. The awesomeness just radiates out of it. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm still getting used to the grips with this whole gal business, so put me to work on whatever you've got for me. And breathe. You did good, gal. You did good. Laughs loudly. And I can't do a fake laugh, so I'm not even gonna attempt that. All in a day's work for the Soratorium's #1 gal. Right, with that out of the way, maybe I can finally catch a wait. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important. Oh my gosh, the urgent quest. How could I be so dumb? Paper, where stupid piece of got it. Totally fine, no need to panic. Why should I panic? Ugh, cough. Why, Hunter, it seems you have an urgent quest. There's a Congalala at the Ruin Pinnacle, and it's doing what to the research squad? It's, maybe I'll just skip that part. The Y Academy have set up camp up top so we can send you out in just a small vessel and you can take it from there, okay? Would be nice to get, would be nice if we could get closer with this thing, but the size of the ship makes it mega risky, so that's a no-go. Bummer. When you're ready, head to the bow of the ship and assume the badass stance as you go out. Like I need to tell you that. All set? Yeah, we're all go-getters out there. Heed thy name, I summon thee into the hands of this eager hunter. So, we actually technically have a low-rank urgent quest here, but this will boost us into the high-rank portion of the story. However, this is required for us to do it, and we get to explore a new area simply called the Ruin Pinnacle. It's super, super nice. It's super cool, and if you guys have been watching the streams, we get to do some really cool stuff here, especially much later in the story, but I don't want to get too far into spoiling that right now, and I apologize if you can hear the background noise. There's a lawnmower outside. It's super obnoxious, and I want to break it with my own two hands, but welcome to the Ruin Pinnacle. I really like this base camp. It's probably one of my favorite base camps of all Monster Hunter. It's got a few exits. It's got a little bit of a fishing lake as well, and obviously a bed. They've really set up shop here really nicely for the high rank. But of course, with this being a low rank hunt and me having a high rank weapon and being in G rank armor, as you can tell, this is gonna go by relatively quick. So what we need to do first, as per usual, we need to track down the Conga Lala, and if my memory serves me correctly, even though I never did it in the version of Double Cross, if my memory serves me correctly, he will be right up here. Not in Area 6, in Area 2. I went the wrong way. Oh no, he is right here. And we didn't get a cutscene for it. That's a little disappointing. Oh well, I guess I'm fighting a giant farting monkey. But yes, the Conga Lala, ladies and gentlemen, he is essentially a baboon, gorilla, mix. He's weird. He has he's probably one of the most disgusting monsters in Monster Hunter because he attacks by passing gas, which, never cool. Well, this gas effect, not only can he do it out of his mouth, but obviously out of his, not only can he breathe his stink breath on you, but he also has the ability to, do it to you otherwise. But it inflicts a status called Stench. And what Stench does, if you guys don't know, it prevents you from using any healing items. So, you don't want to get hit by Stench. Of course, Conga Lala is weakest to fire right now, and I don't even care if I get hit by it, because he does, no damage to me. So we are going to stick with using our standard lance here. And see if we can knock him down. Now, he doesn't have very good attacks. He has a basic breath attack, like I said. Now, this breath attack can change based on the mushroom he eats. He also has a body slam attack. He has a belly drum, which actually will make your weapon deflect no matter how sharp it is, even if it's a purple sharpness weapon. You cannot avoid it. He also, like I said, has the ability to pass gas and attack by passing gas. So we're actually going to get a good amount on Conga Lala here. He has a good pound attack, but won't matter with what we have. And, of course, you guys have never seen me play Lance before, so we are actually just going to go straight for this Hunter art, but he's not really in a good position to do it, so I think I'm going to save it just for a second or two here. As we're going to go for the breakable part on Conga Lala. Breakable parts on Conga Lala, of course, include the head and the tail. You can break the mushroom out of his tail so he can't eat it for whatever effect it is. Depends on the mushroom he has. He can breathe fire with one, he can breathe ice with another, and he is going to eat the mushroom. We're going to stop him from eating the mushroom, hopefully, which we did perfectly, and he doesn't get the effect of that, which is super nice. So now, with that, we can do Shield Assault. Get a really nice damage stab in there. One of my favorite hunting arts with the Lance is obviously Shield Assault. We also get this amazing Lance move, which is called the Counter Lance, as I like to call it. Super effective, and essentially, if you get hit by an attack, and you do this counter, he's got Fire Breath. He ate the mushroom. Essentially, if you do this counter when you get attacked, any damage or the level of charge actually returns back onto the monster, dealing even more damage than before. So the higher level of charge on the counter lance attack, the better. You can also auto-cancel it as well, just by holding it like this. Now, of course, the lance is the best weapon in the game defensive-wise for blocking, which is why a lot of really, really strong hunters will do it. Yes, he just threw poo at me. Yes. It's a very disgusting monster. I don't like fighting this monster longer than I have to, because that's just disgusting. All right, I'm just hoping we get to the high rank portion of this soon enough because, holy god, the Congalala, man, it's just, he's not cool. I don't like him. Some people like this monster. I don't see any enjoyment in it. I think it's just a disgusting monster that they just invented. His first appearance, I believe, was Monster Hunter... Oh, someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure it was actually Monster Hunter 2. Someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that. I could be very wrong. I'm not too familiar with Congalala, unfortunately. It's probably one of the monsters I care the least about, which is probably why, you know, I don't remember it very much. Oh, all those crits with the Tigrex Lance. Oh, it's so good. So you may have noticed I went Aerial Lance. What this actually prevents me from doing, this actually prevents me from getting an aerial back dodge with the Lance, so I actually can't do a specific attack. Wow, that I just chunked that. I chunked that Shield Assault so hard. I'm actually a little upset about that. But I shouldn't be too mad, because I should get another mount here, hopefully. Or not. I'm just gonna knock him over, gonna break his claws. Possibly get another mount here in a second. Aerial Lance does take a little bit longer to mount some other monsters. But I really like the Aerial Lance. In fact, Aerial Lance and Aerial Gun Lance are probably... They're in my top 5, just of how you want to play. Just because they're fun. And you lose the backstep, of course, but you get some really, really cool looking moves. So we're actually going to go for the counter here. As you can see, the counter does not work actually against projectiles. A little unfortunate there. What is on the ground? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Alright, we got him one thing. Gonna sharpen up really quick. Hopefully gonna finish him off with a Shield Assault. As I think he's gonna jump all the way back up. I think he went to Area 2, so we're gonna pursue him. I would explore the Ruin Pinnacle for you guys a little more, but obviously we don't have enough time for that in this episode, but there are plenty of areas in this map. Yep, he's here. He's angry. We're going to go for the Shield Assault. Going to do quite a bit of damage with the Shield Assault, get a little bit of a Lance attack in there, and he's going to hit me with his big belly. Look at his big belly. It's so cute, but disgusting at the same time. See if we can finish him. We're gonna get a mount. Hopefully this. I would love to actually end a monster on a mount here, but I don't think he's gonna take enough damage for that. That's unfortunate. I don't play Lance much, by the way. I just really like Lance. I will use Lance on Elytrion, and that's it. Elytrion is a monster that you may have seen in our very first stream when this game turned into the English version. I'm not going to actually carve him because I actually don't need any of his parts. But if you guys are not doing the multiplayer and not as high as I am, because I actually transferred data in from my Monster Hunter Generation save file. So my save file says it says 32 hours. Kind of. But I'm already G-ranked in 32 hours. I was technically G-ranked within the first hour I played this game because data transfer is a wonderful thing. And we're going to get this really cool screenshot of this glowing lance under the sun, which is really cool. Also, you guys can read the menus now. I'm so pleased. Look, you can read how many skills I have and why it's so good. Here's the negative skills I was talking about, but yeah. You can read all the menus. It's so good. You guys are probably really going to enjoy the rest of this series because there's some really fun stuff to come in this series as well. As you can see, my cat is very happy. My cat's very excited for you guys to be watching the rest of the series with me as well. There he is. He's gonna be unknown for now, but for those of you who have watched the streams, you know what that monster is. And of course, that mystery is going to be left for another quest, of course. So what is that monster, you may ask? Well, I don't want to spoil it. So you guys are going to have to wait on that one. As you can see, there's no... That was also a silver crown. I'll take it. You'll also see that there was no quest completion. Like, there wasn't any wonderful I cleared the quest music. That's because what we just encountered is going to be the final boss. Ah, Hunter! You aren't hurt, are you? Phew! Everyone here is safe too, thanks to you. That huge monster that just grazed the sword... That huge monster just grazed the Sanatorium as it passed. Who knows if we could have withstood a direct hit. Oh, I don't want to think about it. Anyway, I'm 99% sure that legendary Elder Dragon... That was a legendary Elder Dragon named Valstrax, also known as Valfalk or Barufaruku in Japanese. Nobody's ever seen it in person, but it's well documented in ancient tablets, so we thought it was extinct. But there's a legend that it appears once every few thousand years, heralded by a series of comet sightings. When the comet showed up, we immediately made it a high priority for the Sanatorium, but we didn't expect it to appear this quickly. Let me read you parts from the tablets which describe Valstrax. Beware the red comet burning through the dark. It portends a black... Portends? Yes, portends a black future where the heavens and earth shall crumble into nothing. Despair shall alight before you on the form of an argent dragon with innumerable wings. It calls upon the very stars themselves to rend the earth. Grim reading, isn't it? And it seems to be accurate too. We saw a red comet, then Valstrax appeared. I hope it doesn't continue to the despair and rend the earth parts. We have to chase down Valstrax. Only a ship with our technology and investigative prowess can handle this important mission. It's how I would pitch it to the Academy anyway. But to be honest, the ship is just a flying lab. We don't actually have the speed or power to chase down such a beast. But who's gonna let that get in their way, right? As my venture, I will not let it end this way. As long as we can get the ship in shape, then we just need to work hard and think hard, and we can do this. Step 1, let's get the ship powered up. Operation Power Up the Sanatorium to chase down the Valstrax is a go. Maybe I'll work on the name before I pitch it to the Academy, but I'm sure they'll approve of it regardless. While we wait for the Academy to sign off on it, you can help our reputation and build up some of the goodwill by taking on quests from the villages. Oh yes, and as a reward for taking on the Congalala, here is a Sanatorium ticket. And she's gonna bow to us as we took literally like no damage. I wasn't afraid of that at all. And she's got a red quest above her head. We're gonna find out what that is before we call it another episode. But I figured I'd give you guys a tour of the Sanatorium before we decided to call it an episode. So, what you see here, we have a ton of things that we can do. Over here is gonna be our shipwright for making all of our weapons and armor. Not actually a shipwright. And here's our Sanatorium market, our smithy, and the cat smithy, of course. Coming across this bridge back to the main area, we have the quest gal. We have where we're going to launch from quest. But down here is the Sanatorium lab. Now, this is very important because we can talk to this cat. Once the lab is open, we'll be able to offer you hunters a lot more support. We'll even be able to send you supplies directly when you're out on the field with the provision division, which will be a load off my mind. If all goes to plan, we'll be able to further our research into armor development and make hunters safer. So this lab is going to be upgraded throughout the journey of our high rank investigation. Now, of course, that's all we really have for this episode, but let's go talk to the Sanatorium gal and see what she has to say. Ahoy there, Hunter! Was Valstrax terrifying? I'm going to take a while to recover from that. When I saw, I went white as a sheet, or wait for it, a white liver. Totally a spontaneous joke. I'm witty, right? No, because white livers, it's actually kind of a useless item. But man, seeing it up close was something else. It was one of those times you can call something awesome and awful all at once. I can't believe the speed I can't believe the speed of that thing either. Soaring through the sky at all those crazy angels like my heart was literally in my mouth. Yeah, not a pretty picture, I know. Jeez. I'm all guts today, huh? I guess I'm just kind of a gusty gal. I'm getting a little carried away here, aren't I? Next time I go off the rails, just, you know, cough awkwardly or something. I'll get the message. So yeah, looks like you're now cleared for 7-star quests. Some of the requests come straight from the Sanatorium, so check them out when you're ready to go a-questing. So actually, let's take a look at these. We have Harvest Tours. We've got, you know, a Macau. We've got Ruin Pinnacle Ruined. We actually don't have too many of the quests, but we also need to go take care of the quests in the villages, actually. We don't. They can give us village quests as well, but we have Sanatorium quests. Unfortunately, though, that is all the time we are going to have for this episode with our first encounter at the end, seeing Valstrax for the very first time. You guys, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the streams, know that he has some ridiculously powerful attacks. But if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't recommend watching the streams. Episode 39, specifically the episode before this one, was a stream where we actually hunted the G-Rank Valstrax. So if you don't want to be spoiled, do not watch it. Do not watch that. But anyways, as I said, I am all out of time for this episode, so I hope you guys actually enjoyed this episode of Monster Hunter Double Cross. And in the next episode, it's time to start chasing down the Valstrax. So until then, this is CIJ Man 777 signing off. Stay safe, everybody.